Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. Each morning, we listen for stocks to be called out in stream one, and we watch for stocks to pop up here in these two scans. Once we see a stock we're interested in, I will click on it. First thing we do is we want to make sure this label is green and that these numbers are really flying. This is the volume in the very last candle. We want a strong battle going on between the buyers and sellers, not just normal average volume. Once we confirm it's green and we have a lot of volume flow here, we want to look down at money flow right here. We want this green line, which represents the buyers. We want it going as far north as possible, rising rapidly above this yellow line. This means that money is flowing in. And down here in Dominator Master, these aren't your typical volume bars. This very last bar is the volume within this candle. And if it's red, it's sellers. If it's green, it's buyers. And you can see the percentage each minute of who is dominating that one candle, red, the sellers or the buyers. And up here, you have two more labels. We're monitoring Delta and the buyers and the seller percentages up here. So when we get a stock called out or one pops up, we see the green label. The volume is flowing, the money flow's going up. We want these green bars breaking above this yellow average volume line, like you see here. This tells me that there are more buyers than average coming in. And then once these bars are breaking, we come up here to wait for these two labels to turn green. And when they do, you should just be right there ready to get into this stock if you like what you see on the screen, because everything is lining up. Stock symbol green, 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 and the price starts rising. If you've never seen us do this before, be very cautious if you are new here. Watch many of these live streams. It's not real hard. It seems complicated, but I can just look up here and see green and know if I need to buy or sell. But watch these live streams many times before you put your hard earned money into it. You could lose some or all of it. Maybe try it on paper. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you're profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but small share size. And if you are profitable with small share size, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. And if you continue past this point in the live stream, you are taking full responsibility for your actions, whether you win or lose. Over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. And happy Monday morning. Good morning, YouTubers. Haven't seen too much moving around this morning. Mainly, most of them been making a small run and then just running flat or back down. We need to get out of this slump we're in. Last week was pretty rough, but still managed to pull it off. Happy birthday, Greg T. All right, we got a few popping up here. UOKA got some buyers coming in. This is what you want to see. You want to see high volume, green label, green and green, and we have green buyers coming in. So if you jump into this stock right now, it may or may not go up. We want to make sure we continually watch the money flowing here and the buyers coming in. And these labels, these numbers in these labels need to stay above 80% if you are in the trade. If they are doing this, there are sellers on board and maybe not enough buyers to keep it running. Or the stock just started and it's waiting on more buyers to continue like it's doing now. And I'm going to sell it right here. Just a small profit testing the waters. It did pull back right up here at the top very fairly quickly. So use caution here. Money flow is now reversing. I exited because I seen weakness up here. It's not really selling off. Need money flow to turn around and go back north. I think what happened here was somebody bought a large amount of shares. Everybody got excited, thought it was going to run, and nobody could continue. They were hoping, let's go. We needed more buyers, though. Buyers fell off quickly. So you just got a taste, if you've never been here before, how everything turned green up here. It wasn't hard to spot. These numbers were really clicking and the price was rising. We try to catch them down low. Sometimes they'll keep running, and we make a ton then. Sometimes they only run a little bit and you got to hurry up and get out. You just have to be on your toes. This is momentum trading. It's not, hey, I'm going to buy this and sell it on Friday. We don't do that here. This is in and out, profit or not profit. Quick trades. $0.90 stock, pretty weak. Volume is down low. I'm watching the volume column here as well. There are some buyers coming in. There is some money flowing in. We do have more buyers than a normal in this stock. It is at 93 cents and looking north. We do have 90% up here, 95%. The buyers are still buying, it looks like. Watching the volume here in this label, it's still flowing, not real strong. Sellers on board in that volume. That's why it's red. Money flow is now red. Some profit takers coming in. Some profit takers coming in. Could turn right around and break through. I'll go ahead and set a resistance level there. Let's see if we can get above that 92 and hold it. This is where they really need to push hard now. We need these tall green bars coming in. They don't grow taller, it's not going anywhere. Sellers came in, the buyers gave up instantly, ran into resistance at 92. Still not selling off, just profit taking so far. Looks like we may get a sell signal on it. You'll notice a new indicator here I'm working on. It goes from 1 bar to 10 bars, and it is a Momo meter. It's a strength meter. So you can see these are pretty weak, especially the one we're looking at now. Only 4 bars. Like to see it above 5, hitting 6 and 7 on up to 10. This indicator not available, won't be available for a while. I've got some work to do to it. I do see some things that need corrected. And this stream up here, I believe it's not working this morning. One fat guy, did you contact support and sign the agreement to trade those restricted stocks? It's very simple. Just hit the support tab at the top of your thinkorswim. Let them know it's that you'll do it right there. They'll just ask you if you accept responsibility. Looking higher, 94 cents, getting a little bit stronger. Money flow is looking north. The label is green. The volume's not the greatest, showing some weakness. We're yellow in the labels up here, now red. Remember, these percentages need to be above 80, preferably above 85. 80 is just the starting point. IINN has buyers, but not enough to really drive it. It's pretty much just holding the price around 94. Waiting for the next one to pop up. Not seeing too much moving around. Going to click around here, not seeing much moving. See what we do see moving. Nvidia been bouncing around this morning. SLV, which is silver, trying to make a recovery, still moving up slightly. And the Qs are currently pointing north. MSTR moving higher. IREN looking north. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything popping up. Only need one good one. That's all I'm asking for. But I'll take two, but one will work. Not much of anything moving. LIMN starting to move north. Let's see what's happening here. We do have very low volume if you look at this label. Maybe the beginning of the momentum move. Let's see if it'll continue. It needs to gain strength. So we need tall green bars here to get stronger. Buyers are now coming in. Let's see if they can push it higher. Few profit takers already right here on $2 range. Going to take some buying to buy up all of the sellers that are up here. I'll go ahead and put a level there. We need to break that 196. So we have some restriction here. We need tall green bars down here in the money flow to reverse. We need to buy up. If there's a bunch of sellers sitting up here, we need to buy it up. The buyers are trying again. We don't have a lot of volume push. Really sluggish. Kind of waiting to see if everybody comes and gets on board. No green labels up here. Percentages are very low. Doesn't look like anyone's interested. We need these percentage numbers to get up there above 80. We don't want to see this label changing colors. We want it to pretty much stick on green and stay there for a second or two. As long as we're changing colors, it's not stable at all. IINN testing that 92 cents again. Looks pretty weak to me. Only got 2 bars up here in the Momo meter. Not seeing anything else. LIMN looking north, but not a whole bunch of volume.
LIMN. LIMN. LIMN.
Sounds like it finally woke up. Money flow is over in indicators. It's free to all members. All right, patiently waiting. Don't try to force a trade this morning. Things are just not moving like they should. Wait for them to come to you. If it's not obvious, don't trade it.
LIMN.
LIMN looking north a little bit. Don't know how
LIMN.
far it's going to run before the next stall, so be careful. Percentages are high up here in the labels. Let's see if it's more than just one or two people. We need a whole group
LIMN.
coming in. Watching the volume here for the flow. We want high flow. Percentages are dropping off on the buyers. Seems to be just a few investors coming in, maybe rattling the chain because it's
LIMN.
stalled down there about 8,000. So not a battle, but a few buyers coming in. Percentages are getting low again. Never got any further, just that one spike up. Volume has completely died on LIMN. There's not a 1 month option. I tried that before. People would come in, pay 1 month, strip everything out, and leave. So I had to get rid of the thieves.
LIMN.
Nice trade, LS. Don't know how you pulled that one off, but good job. Buck 80 a share on LIMN on 1,000 shares. Well, I didn't think it would be this slow this morning, but it is. Take each day as we get it. So I got a correction. LS says he made $1.80 total, not $1.80 per share. That's on me. I was about to say, man, do you have something I don't know about? Maybe I need to wake up. I'm falling asleep. UOKA's been moving most of the morning. If you look back in pre market, I don't know if it's going to hold or not. I guess we'll see. Need these percentages up there. There they go. Let's see if they can keep pushing now. We don't have any halts in place, so they can push as high as they want. Looking at the volume, it's pretty low also. Hopefully, this gets the attention to the other paid scanners out there and everybody comes on board. Money flow is reversing. UOKA is the symbol. And all of a sudden they just quit buying. There's something fishy here. Doesn't look like it's going to hit the other paid scanners out there. It's pretty much dead. Few people coming in and then nobody to follow through. Trade jockey gets $10.93. That's better than I got. It's okay though. Some mornings we have $1,000 mornings. Some mornings we struggle. UOKA. Few other people maybe seen it now. Might push it a little more. There's another nickel. Hopefully the buyers stay there and it doesn't look like they're going to. Well, I'm definitely not impressed with this morning's market. We can't get any follow through. There's a lot of people just like us out there. They're not interested either. Then K, if you hit the support tab up there and tell support you want to trade the restricted stocks, they'll have you sign a verbal agreement up there. And you should be able to trade them in 24 hours. Nice job, Profit Pilot. I don't think I've seen anything over the $5 range this morning or over the $3 range for that matter. Nothing that stayed moving. PGY moving a little bit, $15 stock, but not enough to buy it. KD, not enough to buy it. Seems to have sold off. I am fine. Moving things around on the desk. I'm beginning to think the microphone is too good for this, too sensitive. Yeah, that sounds good because it's so sensitive. I'm about a foot away from it. ELTK spiking up slightly. Thank you, YouTubers. Daniel, who called it out. Joe, that's what I'm running is a Sure mic. ELTK just barely pushing up, but it is pushing up and it is paying more than a penny or two if you can catch the bounces. But I don't see anything solid here to buy into. Volume is low, not getting the labels. Money flow is south, red on the dominator bar. It's just moving like the rest of them, but getting nowhere fast. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. I tried to get us into a play this morning, but I don't move the market. I just monitor the market. Nothing really happened exciting this morning. We will try again on Wednesday on the next free 1 hour session. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you want to learn more about me, click the label at the top of the chat window or go over to volumespikes.com and read about me in the community. We'd love to have you on board. Consider joining us. Help us drive these stocks up. With everyone watching the same indicators, we have to move them. But thanks again. See you on Wednesday. God bless. Don't give it back if you make some today. Have a good one. I'm out.